Well, I started a Zoom with one of the participants from the recent December 2023 ProGolf at an intensive journaling workshop. Anyway, she had to leave. There was like an emergency. There's always an emergency with ProGolf. I'll talk about that later. But here, I was just going to experiment with what it would be like if I actually read some of my book. Now, this is not Dharma in Your Ear. Here, I'm going to read a little bit from the unpublished complete book, which is more like 180 pages of grappling. And I know everybody's sick of it, but boy, have we been grappling with many, many issues, far more than I could possibly have imagined when I started this process back in 2017. Anyway, I open saying we usually don't make major life decisions until we become really uncomfortable or some drastic event forces change in our life. Pre-COVID, I wrote, we might be riding high financially or socially, or at least we're comfortable. But when the bottom drops out, we need answers. Sudden unexpected death or loss can often cause major introspection for those left behind. We need coping skills. Coping skills for health, happiness, prosperity, and what I had been writing about when I realized that during COVID, everyone was cooped up, confused, and many were losing loved ones, and they definitely needed methods for coping. So I say, and this will probably delete, but who could have imagined our world with empty streets, empty stores, empty sports arenas, empty convention centers, and cathedrals now converted to hospitals? Well, for those who didn't live through it, that's what happened in 2020. Anyway, that's history now, and most people were ready to resume their hectic lifestyles, but some were not. And if you're reading this, you're probably one of the ones who was grappling and wanting to learn how to live a more meaningful and healthy life. I opened with that type of concept in the mini book, Dharma in Your Ear. So let me just see how that worked out. That's just a very brief little sampling, but I just wanted to see what it was like, what I looked like, trying to read this. I would love to have a joint session with Jeff at some point and read back and forth. But here's the rub. I don't know if he's even read my book. I don't know. Anyway, for now, I'm off here. Just a test. See you in a future episode of Dharma in Your Ear.